Ariyoshi. Hey everybody, welcome to another Flower Simplicity inspiration. Today's inspiration is another note along the journey of life based on the commitment chart. So this commitment chart was about the videos and doing videos every 2 weeks, trying that out for a 3-month period and see how I did on that. So for those of you who are following along with this, the check marks along this column of the actual videos that were posted, there was great success in there, and oh, my computer's talking. Great success in there, and then the last 2 videos I had fallen off on there. So what I wanted to do in this video was basically look at what are the reasons why they fell off at the end when I was doing such great success in there, and to learn from this, because this is all about making those notes along this journey and learning from each step. So this video is going to be about that. Basically, if this was my commitment that I set out to do, and this was the joyful completion of it, this is the flow that would have got me right there to the point where it's just like, hey, success, this is awesome, this is great. And I use this analogy because there's a husband and wife team that I listen to a lot called Esther and Jerry Hicks. They have this website, abraham-hicks.com, where basically they do presentations and do videos, etc., but they'll travel around the world and they'll give these talks. And it'll be kind of way out there for some of you, but and you might say, oh wow, that's kind of weird, but just be open to this quick explanation about it. Esther, the wife, will get on stage, and basically she'll access this group of intelligent universal beings called Abraham. So she's on stage and she's talking about it, and they're very tongue-in-cheek, but the wisdom that comes through this has been amazing for me. Like, I've read so many books, and I could read like 300 pages or whatever, and I get like 12 steps and all these modalities, and just shove it all into my head. Yet the wisdom in one of the simple presentations that comes across is more profound than some of those books that I've read, right? All of them definitely add the little tools in there, but this is the one area where it's just like, wow, you know, that's just complete wisdom in there. And because they know it sounds weird, they often talk about that in their presentations, just basically saying, yeah, there's a woman up on stage and she calls herself Abraham, and they play with that, and I love that the universal intelligence is playful like that. So this video is something that they talk about. They talk about being in the flow, being on the river of life, and just flowing with it, right? They say, like, you don't plop your boat inside the river and start paddling upstream. There's lots of statues and monuments about that. It's like, yay, we struggled, but we made it through. Yay, we struggled, and all that. So they're all about a joyful and flowing life, which, as many of you who have met me or worked with me, I like to align with that. I like to laugh a lot. I like to enjoy my work and keep it flowing and learn from each of these. So this is going to now relate to the chart. Okay, why did I drop off in those last 2? I was going along, this was great, yeah, success, success, success. And then if I zoom in on this area, okay, now we're zoomed in closer on that area. What I found was that, oh, there was a rock that came up in here on my river, and maybe there were a couple of there, but the big one that I found was when this went in here, and then the water started splashing up on it. It started splashing, and it's like, it's a representation of me. I was flowing with it, and then all of a sudden I just was standing still in the river, because I said, hey, you know, there's this issue, and this issue is stopping me from going forward and flowing down here. And so it's like, I'm getting all this water on my face, and it's like, hey, do you like that? Yeah, it's awesome. I think I'll stay here for a while because it's great. And you know what? Because I'm not feeling good of going further, I'm going to beat myself up with some thoughts. It's like, oh, great, look at you now, falling off again, look at what you did, what are they going to think of you? You got these people watching these videos, what are they going to do? So I just got like water on there, just smashing into my face. And I looked at, okay, what was this rock that I put in there? And you may laugh at this, because the rock that I put in there was these 2 logos that I have down in the bottom corner here. They're watermarked onto my videos, right? And the time that it takes the computer to render that, sometimes added up to like an hour, and then the computer would start overheating or whatever, and then it would just like, and all it's doing is pasting that down one after another. And I'd be waiting for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes, and of course one of the thoughts was like, oh, I need a new computer. It's like, yeah, I need a faster processor and more memory and all that. And it's like, oh, you know what, and I need an iPad 2, because if I get an iPad 2, then that'll help the computer somehow, because yeah, I could do other stuff on it, right? There's all these things that got so complicated that that watermark stopped me. And then I missed that date, and then I started to feel bad about it, and then I missed the next one. And it's like, yeah, but I want to do this, and I had the videos done and everything, but I just wanted to get them out, but it's like, oh no, it's not working. So what I learned from that is like, okay, I've got to find an easier method that's going to allow me to flow in there. And I found a better method where I was using QuickTime Pro to stamp that down, and it was a lot quicker, and that took out this rock. And as I learned that, it's just like, wow, you know what, I'm back to that flow. I'm back to the flow of getting towards where I want to go. Videos are coming out again, and I'm learning from that, and it's joyful again. It's joyful to make those videos. You may find that on your river, I don't know what shape your rivers are, but they can be all different shapes and sizes flowing here. Some of them split off into two streams. Others just sort of go wide in some areas, so they flow a lot faster and stuff like that. But everybody's on this river with the goals that we want to achieve in our life. We may not be conscious of this river, but sometimes we'll wake up one morning and we'll feel like it's like, you know what? I've got so many rocks in my river, and somebody will come over and just sort of say, hey, I like the rock garden you're making there. It's like, it's not a rock garden, it's a river. I'm flowing. How's that going? Got a lot of rocks in there. It's like, yeah, I know. And then boom, you know what that ends up doing? It ends up putting another rock on there, right? Great, thanks. Now you think it's a rock garden. Okay, what I want to summarize basically in this is that once we learn to alleviate those rocks and get them out of the resistance, the flow starts happening again, and we can actually get back to that point where we're flowing with our dreams. And for some of these, like, this is one of my biggest dreams, just to be able to do my artwork, express these things to the world, inspire people to awaken their light inside of them, right, of what they want to do. And these goals, oh, they're big inside of you, they're big inside of me, they're the things that are just going to make our life so full. But again, it's not about arriving there, it's about learning along the way. It's about the journey, right? They've talked about that in so many books and movies. It's about the journey. My journey, I'm making these notes along the way, and yes, I will get there, but it's all right in the time being to just learn from it. Don't beat myself up so much. Communicate some learnings to you guys as I go through this, and then we'll get there. So we're back on these videos. You're watching this video as a result of what I've just explained, and yeah, I hope this helps out with a bit of wisdom, a little bit of an aha for you, and I look forward to hearing from you guys, and just have an awesome week. Go down your river, be aware of your rocks, etc. And I'll see you in the next video. As always, joy, light, and love, and namaste.